Obviously, there's the role of stealth, and avoiding your enemies obviously plays a role. But the actual gameplay is pretty simple. There's no complicated fighting system. There's no real thing like that.
I think that's a good thing, because especially with everything, especially when you look back at Chaos Theory, all the different things.
That was complicated.
You had 3 different ways to open a door, for crying out loud.
Yeah,
I mean,
you're very
so
very much right.
there's I think it just simplified potentially
it definitely needed to be simplified.
Yes, it's simplified an overcomplicated process, because with everything that you're capable of doing with a one button do all sort of thing sounds pretty nice.
Yeah, I mean, I think it sort of floats on this, the borderlands of being a game where you either are watching the gameplay itself, or you're, actually performing the actions yourself, because, you're not really directly controlling every little thing you do, but at the same time, you're still queuing these events up, and you're setting them up in certain situations, so the game won't play itself for you, but at the same time, there are a lot of situations where it does almost feel like that.
All right, Mr. Legend, we kind of skipped you.
Skullbar!
Do you have any vested interest in Splinter Cell whatsoever?
I saw a bit of it, and I looked up some stuff, and I am really interested in playing it, but I'm not sure if I'm gonna buy it.
Probably just check it out.
I'll probably and most likely, probably just end up playing it at Twisted, or play some co-op or whatever.
Yeah.
So I'm
I'll
not.
be interested
probably,
to see how it ports to
chances
PC.
are I won't buy it, but I'm definitely gonna play it.
Yeah. All right, now let's move on to the topics I know a lot of you guys are pumped to get in, and I'll probably shut up for a while, which is a concept. So let's talk about Final Fantasy 13. I'm kind of cringing because I know I've opened the floodgates just right now. I'm just gonna let you guys. I'm just gonna let you guys go. Okay, I'm gonna step back, and I'm just gonna B North. You're probably gonna want to start. Go.
Well, I'm interested. Scalbar, without revealing anything, have you beaten it yet, or how far are you?
No, I'm about halfway right now.
Careful with the spoilers.
Okay.
I'm in chapter 6 right now.
Okay, gotcha. Yeah. All right. Personally, I guess you love the game too. This is my favorite. This is my new favorite game.
Yeah, I love it.
That's a pretty strong endorsement.
It really is.
I knew I would love it as soon as I saw the opening credits.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, the opening for every Final Fantasy game has always been great, and I was expecting so much from these cutscenes and from this game in general, and it just blew away all my expectations.
Yes.
It's incredible.
Oh my god.
It's absolutely ridiculous. And I was playing on an Xbox, on an HDTV. If I was playing on a PS3, I can't even imagine.
Actually, I'm hearing that they're actually pretty, similar as far as, how they...
They're fairly similar, but they are better on a PS3. I can't remember the exact statistics, but it is better resolution on a PS3.
Oh yeah, that is true, because on Blu-ray and shit like that.
Well, I think the thing I've been hearing, at least, is, the biggest complaint with the PS3 versus 360 is the disc, swapping issue.
Well, that's not really much of an issue. I mean, you only have to do it twice.
Yeah,
so
3 discs.
I mean, but I think it's amazing that they found a game where they need 3 Xbox discs.
Yeah.
That's when I opened the thing, because it's not like the old Final Fantasy games where you buy it and it's this thick case where there's 4 discs in it. I bought it, I opened it up. Actually, I had my friend open it up while I was getting my Xbox ready, and he's like, disc 1, and I look at him and I'm like, are you kidding me?
The horror on his face.
He's like, holy crap!
Yeah, as soon as I found out that Xbox was
stoked. You're like, how much is in this game?
A lot.
Oh my god! And then Scalbar said, the opening was great. Lightning, one of the main characters, complete badass.
Oh.
I just have so much to say. But before I start with more of that, do you want to say some stuff?
I find Hope to be a bitch.
Okay, yeah, he gets better as the game goes along.
Yeah, I'm sure, but right now he's just kind of being all whiny.
Can I just lay a concept?
9-10 chapters.
I just want to lay a
He's very
concept.
whiny, very bitchy.
Yeah.
You don't like him very much at all, but he gets tolerable by the end.
I hope so.
How do you guys feel about this? And this is something that's kind of going to segue into Pokemon as well, but not right away. How do you guys feel? I know I'm going to get in so much trouble saying this. turn-based RPG, is it still okay to do that? Like, is it really okay?
Well, it's not. Have you played 13 or seen?
I know you
play?
walk around, but the combat is just turn-based RPG thing.
It's not
it's
really
done
turn-based
well.
because you can combo in the game. Like if you stagger someone, I'll talk about that in a bit. But you can actually have one character hurl them up in the air, start going off on them. Another character starts their chain of magic or whatever, while the other one starts recharging. By the time the next character is done, you're shooting with the next one already. They're all three of them are comboing off on these guys. It's a lot more intense than previous Final Fantasy games. It's not like you're sitting there waiting, okay, now this person can go. I'll choose this. Okay, now the next person can go. It's very much you're in there, you're intense, you're shifting paradigms, which I'll talk about in a bit. You're doing a lot of stuff very quickly. All your characters are completely busy at all times. And it's not a traditional turn-based. I like to refer to it as kind of real-time turn-based. There is definitely a lot of it's more like you're doing moves and spells that have a lot of startup lag. That's kind of what it's like.
Yeah, I mean, I think having watched a lot of gameplay of Final Fantasy 13, I think the first thing I want to say, which you guys touched on before, is that the cinematics are probably some of the best I've seen in any game released ever.
I've never seen better graphics ever.
They really are fantastic. And then going back to the combat or whatever, when you take that high level of presentation, you just look at what's happening on screen, and sure you are picking various attacks or whatever, and it's sort of executing it for you or whatever. So much is going on the screen at once, and the different characters are sort of acting on their own or whatever.
Yeah.
That it's hard to tell that it's turn-based because there's so much going on screen.
There really is, and
really,
they show
really
so much in the battles. They have so many effects, but they do an amazing job of making everything look incredible and still showing you what you need to see. You're still able to keep track. All right, this is doing this. I've got my their stagger bar up this high. They have this much HP left. And my I'm able to use my move in 2 seconds or whatever.
But you do have to know what you're doing.
Yeah, I get the impression that once you get into a rhythm, it becomes more fluid. And everything.
Oh, definitely.
What I've heard is when you're actually fighting a battle, it's when you're fighting, you're worried if you make one wrong decision, you could ruin the whole battle.
Yeah. You definitely feel like that the entire time. You're like, oh my god, I just clicked the wrong paradigm. Shit. Crap.
Yeah, that can happen.
And you're like, damn it, Vanilla, heal me.
It's crap. I clicked the wrong paradigm. That's definitely happened a lot.
Just watching it looks intense, but you pitch that, let's make a turn-based fighting RPG. I mean, that's a tough pitch on paper. You just gotta say, everything now. Look at releases. You have the God of War. That's combat that people just fall in love with. Yeah. And people love the hack and slash.
Some people just say it's a hack and slash.
The thing is, though,
I'm not saying there's anything wrong with what Final Fantasy is doing, but it's on paper and seeing what Final Fantasy is.
It's just Final Fantasy just has such a die-hard fan base.
It definitely does.
It's even if they were to just secretly release it only to the fans, they would still make enough money to make another one.
Yeah,
they just have such a die-hard fan base.
Yeah, I mean, moving forward with more than just the combat, I've heard a lot of comments that this game is a lot more linear than ones in the past. How do you feel about that?
Yeah, okay. The linearity is, if you Google Final Fantasy 13 and go into a forum, that's the first thing you're going to see. Oh, linear. No, that's all right. The first half of the game, yes, it is linear. Yeah. And then later on in the game, you get to play in literally the biggest environment I have ever seen in any game ever. It's so wide open. I played through the game. I beat the game. I lent it to my friend, and I've been sitting there playing Pokemon while he's been playing the game and watching him play. He's visited areas I never even saw in this huge expanse. It's ridiculous. And you see all these, animals and crap running around, doing stuff that you can interact. It's absolutely ridiculous. But the beginning is linear. But, I mean, my response to a lot of those people is when Final Fantasy VI came out, 6 started out, it was the same. It started out linear,